Hi, I'm Lucy the Talkative, and today I had a feeling that I was going to tell you a bit about the songs that either mean the most to me, that I like the most, or that I have a story for, or they just really annoy me. Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm wearing this beautiful little dress, because it's got, look, notice the musical notes. Let's get started. So first up, I have Centuries by Fall Out Boy. I like that song literally because it makes you feel like you can fight the sun. Like, you can just kind of do anything. And if you play Centuries or songs like that by Fall Out Boy whilst you are, like, I don't know, getting ready or about to go and punch somebody, say you were like really pissed off or something, you would listen to that song, you'd get so pumped up, you'd probably punch a hole through your wall and like rip all of your books and burn your cat. Don't burn your cat, that's bad. But yeah, you would do something really violent or just be prepared for anything like a scout, because that is just that song. It's just that and Novocaine, just because the way it just starts with the na 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 type thing. It's just amazing. I really like it. Okay, I have Sweetness Take Me Back by Cheap Meat. They're a really new and not really very well known band, but I saw them through Kerrang. I read a thing in the magazine, and then there was. So I looked them up on YouTube, and they had an EP coming out. I followed all their social media because I'm a freak, and they had an EP, so I downloaded the EP, but the song that was on YouTube was Sweetness Take Me Back, and at the time when I saw that, it was quite relatable. I'm not really going to go into why, just in case people are watching that I don't really want to know why, but it was quite relatable at the time, and it's also really adorable and quite cheesy as well. Like, one of the lines is literally, "Honey bunny, take me back." But it's still a really good song, and it's still got that good punk vibes. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but every punk song has the same basis of using the same kinds of instruments in the same kind of way, but still being different. Most punk songs are like that, in the same kind of style, obviously, because they're all punk. But I know what I mean, I just can't explain it. Did I just move the camera? And so, it's still punk, but it's adorable and cheesy, and I like the lyrics, and it doesn't sound like it would work in any other way, but it also kind of doesn't sound like it should be written as a punk song either. Moving on, I don't know how else to explain it. Haha, You're Dead by Green Day. Basically, this is another kind of funny story, but not a funny story, it's just kind of got a story. I'm probably going to cut this out if I don't find it interesting. But basically, I was in a band called Temporarily Unavailable. It was also called Life, Death and Everything in Between. Then it moved to Temporarily Unavailable, and now I don't even know whether they still have that name anymore. I don't know what's going on with them, because I left the band, then I left it again, then I left it again. Then, sorry, that's my phone. Then they decided that I'd left too many times, so I couldn't really go back, which is understandable. So yeah, so I don't know why it's called that anymore, but yeah. So we was gonna sing Haha You're Dead for Battle of the Bands, which was at Berry College, if you know of it. If not, it was at a college, and we was gonna sing Haha You're Dead, but then we thought, wait, is this actually appropriate? Because we're teenagers, we're not supposed to sing anything that's like bad. So it was like, "Miss, can we sing this song?" And she was like, "No, because it's literally got You're Dead in the title, and it's a little bit morbid." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So then we sang a different song, which is called Brain Stew, which is the same story as another song called Wake Me Up When September Ends. All three of these songs are Green Day. And basically, all three of those, so Brain Stew and Wake Me Up When September Ends were both songs that we practiced and performed, because we only ever performed twice. One was Battle of the Bands and one was as a showcase for our music class. and we were there and we over-rehearsed both of the songs. We were rehearsing every day, practicing on our own at home, lunchtime rehearsals, in lessons, constantly. The song was in our heads all the time. So by the time it was over, I can't listen to Wake Me Up When September Ends and I can't listen to Brain Stew because it annoys me so much, because it's just reminds me of everything and it's just stressful and I'm sick of the song even though it's been about a year. And with Haha You're Dead, because I thought we were going to sing it, I paid 99p for it and I didn't really like it that much anyway, but I paid the 99p and oh my god, and then we weren't using it, so I didn't need to learn the lyrics, so I didn't need that on my phone so that I could learn it. So it's kind of a waste of money really, but it's kind of grown on me a little bit. It's not stuck in my head. It's not as horrible as Brain Stew and Wake Me When September Ends. It's not, I'm not sick of it, so it's an alright song. I like it. The Light Behind Your Eyes by My Chemical Romance is just a beautiful song. Like, I mean, it's really different. It starts well and moves on. I've got like one bit that bugs me where at the end where it kind of drags on, singing Light Behind Your Eyes, but then it doesn't end it in the way I feel like it should. Like, I feel like it should go, the light behind, wait a bit, your eyes. But it doesn't. It goes, the light behind your eyes, plays out the music. And just to me, it really bugs me. Bugs me almost as much as the Dan and Howell song, where he's like doing these rave time song, and he goes, I step in the glass, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, everybody cries when you go to A&E with a bauble in your face instead of your bauble in your knee. And knee rhymes with A&E. Get it? Thank you. Good. If you don't get it, go and look on the YouTubes for the Dan Howell rave time. By the way, I'm going to leave all of these as a link, not as a link, as like a description thing in the box. So you can then type it in on YouTube and be like, oh, I like this song. I'll pay 99p for it. I think one of them was 79p. Bargain. Spirits by the Strumbellas. It is a really good song. That's all I'm gonna say. I like that song. There's no story for it. I just like that song. Viva la Gloria, Little Girl by Green Day. Oh my gosh, it's so addictive. I've listened to it almost as much as I've listened to Brain Stew and Wake Me Up When September Ends, and yet I'm not sick of it. It's really funky. That's the only way to describe it in my brain hole. Brain hole? Brain hole. Brain hole. Because it's just really nice song and it makes you kind of just want to sing it and it gets stuck in your head in a good way. And it's just really nice. 21 Guns, again by Green Day. I have a lot of Green Day songs. Like, I really am addicted to Green Day in a bad way. Oopsie. Anyway, so Green Day, 21 Guns, it was the first song I ever listened to by Green Day because basically I wanted to go out with somebody. I had like a massive crush on him, and he was like, he was talking to me. He was like, you should listen to Green Day. You should listen to Green Day like 24 hours a day. It's amazing. So I was like, well, I don't really listen to Green Day. So in ICT, because we had this teacher that didn't really care, so I went on YouTube and I was like, I just typed in Green Day and this album came up. I think it was like the best of Green Day or something like that, and the first song that came on was 21 Guns, and it was stuck in my head, so I was listening to it a lot. And then after that I started liking a lot more Green Day songs and knowing more and more of them slowly but surely, and now I probably know almost all of them, including ones like a Rat Does Cheese and Billy Joe's Mom, because I know the Trey Cool ones and I'm a bad person. So I looked at these songs. I looked at the song and it spoke to me and stuff. I really liked it. And then after I broke up with that person who I had got into Green Day and ended up being addicted to because of God, I was then walking down the street, listening to my iPod, walking home, and came on, and it was very, very relatable, because it was like, oh, when you, do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for? Does it take your breath away and you feel like you're suffocating? And I was just walking down the street trying not to cry in public, because I was like, I know what it feels like, there is nothing to fight for and I'm gonna die, type thing. It wasn't because I broke up with him. That whole thing helped, but it wasn't because of that. It was because of other things. Like, I was in the middle of casual wardrobe check. Anyway, I was in the middle of a production of Cinderella with my school, and it was getting very, very stressful, and I ended up developing mental health stuff, and I have a feeling that I'm probably going to do some kind of a mental health awareness video, just to kind of like help people realise and just kind of talk to people. And I'll probably put on like the Dan and Phil's group. I'm going to put something on a group and ask people, see if people has any questions about mental health for people that don't know anything to do with it, and stuff that they want people to talk about so that they can kind of watch and relate and stuff. Just because I feel like it's helpful to some people to just kind of listen to somebody know that they're going through the same kind of stuff. So I'll probably do another video of that. I have done a collab with Sophie Harvey, and she is going to upload it eventually, and when she uploads it, I'll tweet a link and stuff. I will leave my Twitter down in the description, because I am just that nice. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go and edit this. Bye! Bye bye, bye bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.